Hello, friends. Welcome to another really thin episode of Defiance Rebels. I'm Plain Pants, and look at this. We're down to 40 members. We are kicking ass Foxtrot, and we are 10 members down. Today, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time and do something I've been meaning to do. Clearly not paying attention too much to my surroundings, but I am really tired, as you may be as well, of getting hammered by tanks and medics. And I think my perfectly symmetrical base layout is not helping. So, I'm going to take the cue from one of our fearless leaders, Beef, and I am going to emulate his base type, which I will show you right now. Now, he shared an attack earlier, which I thought was him attacking someone, but it was actually him getting attacked and defending, and then me, like an idiot, being like, hey, you just attacked a base that was just like yours. And then I realized my mistake. And of course, it didn't go unnoticed by certain members of the task force. Andrew, thank you. Anyway, let's show you his base layout. And then we'll make my base layout that base layout. So that's his base layout. Now, I don't have a level 5 weapon factory or whatever it's called, so I don't have 2 defenses. So I'll be doing this without a shield generator. But I think the overall effect should be pretty similar. So I have a picture of it in front of me, and we're going to do this thing. Because I don't know what you guys are doing to keep from getting just hammered overnight, which is when I always get attacked. But this base layout is not working for me. So let's change it up. Let's do it. Let's start with a blank slate. And let's be like Beef. Now the first thing would be a cannon up in here. We're going to do it exactly Beef style. We're going to put our statues where he puts his statues. This is going to be great. And I'm going to make base layouts great again. 4 statues. And and I can't say enough good things about the base layout editor of this game. Pretty sure they couldn't make it any worse if they tried, but I gotta give them credit, Supercell, for stubbornly hanging on to it, like just being in complete denial that this is a terrible, terrible base editor system. I mean, they really double down on it. They're like, no, it's not awful. It's good. And they're sticking to it, which, I gotta give them credit for sticking to their guns, but it's really frustrating to have to live with it. The entertainment I get from having them being in denial about it is outweighed by the frustration of having to use it, I must say. But you gotta give them credit. You gotta give them credit. They haven't budged. Not one little bit. The only thing they've done is have the layout saver, which, to be honest, is not a huge help in the grand scheme of things. something is wrong already. I've gone awry because I've got too much space. So what did I miss? Oh my god. I hate this layout editor so bad. This might have been a bad idea, folks. This might have been a really bad idea. Yeah, this was a terrible idea. You know what? I'm going to fight with this, and then I'm going to come back after it's done. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of cursing and misclicking, and if I don't throw my tablet against the wall before I'm done, I'll be back. I'll be back when it's done. Alright, that was definitely as bad as I anticipated. So, but it's done more or less, and it's not exactly the same as beef, but let's call it exactly the same as beef and never speak about it again, because I don't think I ever want to go through that again. There's a lot of yelling involved. I don't think Supercell appreciates the fact that there are a lot of guys that play this game that were raised on really intense video games designed by just vindictive and sadistic Japanese programmers that demanded perfection. And that's just ingrained in my brain. And there's just no way to be anywhere near precise with that base editor. There's just too many like mouse over type clicks in the way. It's at an angle. It's imprecise. It's just awful. Just awful. So we're just going to cleanse my palette, because I spared you from all of that, and just show you a nice finish by Iceman. Iceman's a good guy. Been a consistent member. So shout out to the Iceman. And this is just a nice closeout with Heavy Zuka. A palette cleanser. Palette cleanser from that distasteful base editing that I had to do. But I will keep you updated as to how it worked out for me. So you got that going for you. I got that going for me. If I'm anything like beef, my Intel collection will like triple overnight. And that'll be great. That'll just be great. So, members, we need members. We need members. This is one hell of a task force, ladies and gentlemen. So much fun. It's just frustrating when we don't have the guys. We don't have the guys, man. We should have guys begging to get in, not 10 spots open. That's all I'm saying. Look at that. Clean closes like that. Floating force points everywhere. I realized that those force points... Now that's just like a cool closeout effect, right? Those force points must have assignments for all 3 dimensions. You can actually zoom past it so that like you're in between force points on the freeze. Of course, I don't have any that are zoom passable at this point, but since I just spent like 5 minutes ragging on the base editing thing, might as well have a compliment, right? And the attention to detail in this game is second to none. Look at that. Pop, pop, pop in slow motion. So gratifying. Alright. Later, folks.